Knucklehead Comics Tuesday is fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Tuesday night, and you know what that means? The Knuckleheads are back in the building. We got your boy Toe Tags, we got your boy Cap. We saw the Fantastic Four, and we are here to review it tonight. We were supposed to have a packed house, but we don't know. Let's see what they say. What's going on, Cap?
Not much, man. Got box office numbers. Then that's pretty much it. I was checking shit for San Diego Comic-Con, but I don't think Marvel went there.
Shit, a lot of people went there. All right, hold on. We got the one, the only Cabs is in the building. He can't hear us?
Can you hear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Am I?
Right.
Do I have like an echo, anything like that?
Nah, you good.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Now that we are back to the introduction, we got the one and only Cabs is back. He had to make it for the Fantastic Four. He was in the chat last week for Superman. No, 2 weeks ago for Superman. I want to hear
last week.
Yeah, it did. I want to hear everything that you have not been here to talk about. So we're gonna start out with Arcade.
Well, look. I'll tell you this. I don't have 3 hours to give you sickos, okay?
Right.
It's end of the month, so you know how it goes. One and change. I'll be here. So okay, you right into it.
Well, let's talk about Superman real quick, because I know.
Yeah. Please.
And shit. So I want to hear what's your thoughts on Superman?
I loved Superman. I absolutely love Superman. By the way, can you still hear me correctly?
Yeah.
Do I sound
Yeah.
muffled? Everything fine?
You're
You,
good,
you
man.
sound you sound good.
Like you never
Superman
left.
was so fun. It was just fun. I mean, I don't know what else to say that people haven't said already. It felt like an episode of Superman the animated series. It was 4:30 after Batman animated series finished, Superman animated series comes on. That's what it felt like. Literally I guess when you take away like the first, the intro, like 3,000 years ago, 3 minutes ago, if you take that out, you just start. That movie just starts, man. And I think that was fun. We didn't need an origin, which is ironic because people are saying Fantastic Four needed an origin, but okay, let the nitpick start. I've been hearing people say that Fantastic Four could have done with another 15 minutes of explaining how they got there. And I'm like, oh, y'all want explanations now? Y'all want origins now?
Yo,
I
The
swear to
fifth
God,
fucking movie.
the nitpicks don't stop, bro. Let me
yo,
tell
they
you.
made 3 other fucking movies. You don't know by now?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about? But anyways, Superman was super fun. Now, I just whether you thought the movie was good, bad, perfect, decent, whatever your scale, I think it's safe to say that we could trust James Gunn. And I think the love that he put into like Guardians, I think we're gonna get it here. It's just, I just want, at this point, I just want to see everything. What do we like? Who do we see next? We're gonna see Flash next. We're gonna see Wonder Woman next.
But we know
You
we
know,
see the Lanterns next.
we know see the Lanterns next, and I know Peacemaker, which, I know me, I'm not the biggest Peacemaker fan. I think it's a good show. It's just John Cena is a bit of an overactor sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Yo, I hate what they did with Vigilante, but that's just
I mean, I haven't watched it enough to even comment on that, but yeah, man, it was just fun, bro. It was a good time, and Fantastic Four was also a good time. Like, I think we had a treat this July. I think we had two solid, fun comic book movies, and one of them is leading the way for a new charge at the DCU,
and the
and
other
then
one's Superman.
and the other one in Fantastic Four kind of feels like, I don't know, dare I say, back to form. It felt a little like, I don't know. The Fantastic Four felt a little like phase 1-ish, 2-ish to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a deep question for you before we get into Fantastic Four. I know we don't got much time with you here, but what was your thoughts, if at all, if you've seen Ironheart?
I mean, I freaking loved Ironheart. I liked Ironheart a lot. I thought it was. It was actually a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna, obviously, like, I thought it was gonna be funny. Wakanda could be kind of funny. Wakanda Forever could be kind of funny, which is where we see her first. Wakanda, that's where we see Riri the first time. Wakanda Forever. So I know her banter back and forth. I know she's going for comedy. I thought it was gonna be a lot more serious, but I had a great time with that show. I mean, I like the magic aspect to it. Mephisto confirmed.
Yeah.
That's a big win for a lot of the comic book content creators out there. I loved Ironheart. I was mad at the way that they did it, which is like 3 episodes and then another 3 episodes, which I get it. I think they were compensating for like July and all the madness with Superman and F4. But I loved Ironheart. I had a real good time watching Ironheart. And it's just, I mean, damn, son, it's cool to see the hood sometimes, man. And in TV and the MCU, like, it's a different perspective that we don't always get, right?
Yeah.
I had a lot of like, we grew up around, like, the auto parts store. Not, well, her stepdad had the auto parts store, but the
Yeah.
other store that she goes to, like, get her parts and stuff. Like, my dad worked in a similar kind of like place, so it was very familiar to me.
It kind of reminded me of like all the flat fixes that we got around here.
That's what I'm saying. It took me back home for a bit. There's parallels with Chicago and New York all the time, right? It took me back home, man. I really enjoyed Ironheart. Did you guys like Ironheart?
You know what's funny? If you watch our reviews, it's a little stilted because as much as for me, I'm not gonna speak for Till. As much as I did like Ironheart, I liked Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto. I liked the Hood. I like the AI friend that came back. I even liked the Magic Girl.
Everyone's asking for her to have her own like spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
and
much
you know
as I
she's from the
like,
Bronx.
as much as I like the show, I don't think I eloquently professed that enough in our reviews because I was too busy going. But the main character, Riri Williams, is a problem. So
I love that she's low key kind of like an unconventional, like she's not a hero, you know. I love, to be honest, props to Marvel for ending the show the way they did. Like she's got to deal with the devil. I hope that we just don't kind of like forget about this and move on and we never talk about it again. Like she made a deal with the devil. Like that's
She could-
literally what, like that
she
could
could-
go really bad for her.
She could pop up to fight Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange is supposed to be in the other dimension with this girl.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know.
Like, are we gonna get some Strange? Are we gonna have
Yo.
Wong come through? Like,
Now-
you know?
Now, theory, because you just popped it in my head with these questions, Cabs. What if she's with Mephisto
Mhm.
unwillingly, like like almost like a bodyguard, and Doctor Doom is trying to get his mother's soul because every year he went to fight Mephisto or the devil for his mother's soul, and he went to get Reed Richards' son, Franklin Richards, because he's so powerful to go fight Mephisto. And we wound up getting Riri versus Doctor Doom in one of these little segments.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
But no, okay. Like, I know you're like, obviously it's a theory and it's like maybe half joking, but like it left a lot of opportunity. That ending, I love that she didn't do the right thing. Like
Yeah.
I like she's a kid and she makes mistakes and I like that about her. Like that's my favorite part about her.
Real quick, the first 2 and maybe 4/7 of the first
Okay.
3 episodes,
Okay.
I didn't like. I was like, another motherfucker that doesn't have to deal with consequences. It's just, like she can do whatever the fuck she wants. Beautiful. All right, we got that one. And then when the consequences started happening, I was like, now we got a show here.
Yeah,
And
I hear you.
When she killed the brother and started having that panic attack, like holy shit, I just left that nigga to die. And
that
then
was
everything,
wild.
everything after that was like, all right, cool. I had an issue with Homeboy.
Stakes.
Hood.
Oh, Hood, your cousin.
Yeah, I had an issue with him.
My man, yo, I saw him so that's the thing. A lot of people know who he is, and he's been in some stuff. This was like my first real introduction to him, and I saw him. I'm like, oh nah, this kid is mad Brooklyn. I love him. I'm like, yo, he mad New York. Like he's just super Puerto Rican New York, bro. That shit is funny to me.
But the crazy shit is though, if you watch Transformers, he's super Brooklyn. He's super Puerto Rican, New York.
She did it. I went back. It's always like that.
Yeah, if you watch Twisters, he's not even from New York, and he's mad Puerto Rican, New York.
I love
it. I'm like, yo, my man, I need a little bit of something different. You got a magical hood on, and you're not even like flexing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I almost preferred his brother to be the hood.
Yeah, no. I mean, I liked him. Would I have like more time? That's another thing. Like,
yeah, it was rushed.
Like maybe I want him a little bit. I mean, he had a lot of screen time, but I kind of, when we saw Mephisto at the end and we kind of had his backstory, which was kind of like not a backstory really. He just kind of ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Mephisto saw a weak individual and said, "Hey, I got a proposition for you." And so that felt a little weird, sure, but excuse me, like the whole thing when we found out that Buddy's house he was trying to rob was his dad, I was like, okay, this is cool. Yeah, I really like that show, bro. Now I know a lot of people are out there saying this show was completely useless, like we didn't need it. I mean, we can say that about a lot of these shows, but I had a great time with Ironheart. I thought it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I in the review I hearkened it and measured it to Agatha. Whereas, like, did
Yeah.
we kind of need it? No, but
No.
was it better than we thought it was gonna be? Yeah,
Absolutely, way better. Now I do feel you told what you said about the consequences, because the first episode she gets kicked out of MIT and she just robs the suit and no one came to chase her.
No one gives a fuck.
Like no one. I get it, and they're probably thinking that, well, it's her suit. Yeah, that you made. That's your property. She made the suit in there with your resources and your money. Like no one's gonna chase this girl. No one's gonna look for this suit. That was kind of funny. That dude, the comic relief from the show, that he ends up getting all bionic and shit and like fight her.
Zeke Stain.
Yeah. Zeke Stain. That's so funny, by the way. Like, I thought he was super funny. The whole Alanis Morissette part in the car, obviously that was cool. And it's just like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, we're two totally different people, but we could vibe over Alanis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love it.
I said in the review, I was like, this show keeps trying to trick me into loving it by playing music that I love.
Yeah, I mean, and the whole sequence when they're robbing Tunnel, can't nobody. I've been singing that song since. Obviously, I love that song. It's a classic. We all know what that song is. But ever since I saw it playing in Ironheart, I loved it. But yeah, man, like, and I love the magic shop. I just love. I mean, I love Chicago as a whole. When I went to Chicago, I had a blast. Like, I just love to see that, bro. It's okay, like, you know, show the hood sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like,
I hear you, shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see a little sandwich spot. Let me see a little bodega. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me get a little chopped cheese.
Let me see a little, you know, then she's repping Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole show was a good ass vibe, bro. It was a good vibe. And then it's funny because obviously it was gonna get review bombed. We all knew it was gonna get review bombed. But once they removed the review bombs, like the audience score was actually surprising to me. I was like, oh shit, let's go. Yeah. And you know, people be like, oh, those are paid reviews. I'm like, well, what about the review bombs too? Like, you know, it evens out.
That's even more slanted.
That's what I'm saying. It evens out. But no, I had a blast. I was actually upset that it was three at once and then three again, because I watched all three first like 2 days. Then I watched the last three. As soon as those came out, I kind of wanted more.
Yeah.
I wanted a little more. They may say season 2 about Mephisto. I mean, Sacha Cohen was great. I caught the little reflection on the spoon before anybody said it. I caught it. I saw it immediately. I said, look, baby, look. Yeah.
This Toe was I don't know what he was watching. I paused it. It was like, yo, do you see the reflection? And my man didn't see shit.
For me, you know, the reflection. Well, first off, he's like, yo, did you see that?
It was fast.
I'm like, yo, I don't know what I'm looking at. He pauses it. He's like, yo, you don't see that? And I'm looking at the spoon, and to me, it looks like, you know, in Saw where they're trapped in that bathroom in the first one. It looked like there was a timer on there, and I'm like, is there a time? Like, what the fuck? And then when I looked closely, I seen Mephisto's face. I said, oh, okay, now we're getting there.
My whole thing is it better not end nowhere, though. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see more of that. Don't finally give us Mephisto and then goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the funny thing: as good as you know, we want to say the show is or not. If Sacha Baron Cohen doesn't show up anywhere else as Mephisto, we kind of did just waste him in this show.
I'm so nervous. I hope we don't waste. I hope we don't waste him. I hope we don't waste Riri's sister's AI. I hope we don't waste the Bronx girl. I forget her name. I'm sorry. There's a lot of cool stuff. I hope we don't. I hope we don't just, you know, go back on the whole Riri making a deal with Mephisto. Like, I need all of this to be explored further.
So here's some shit that I found out. Now, the whole thing of me talking about with Dr. Doom fighting Mephisto, that was in the comics. That's his origin. Mm-hmm. Now, I've also heard there's a version of Galactus destroying Earth, and the last person left breathing was the Punisher. And he literally says, I would do anything to punish that man. And Mephisto goes, oh, really? You give him anything? And he basically made the Punisher Ghost Rider. He gave him the powers of the Ghost Rider. And the shit was, when he came back to Earth, everyone was dead and Galactus was gone. So he went and he's traveling the Earth. And someone came.
Spider-Man?
Shit, it wasn't Galactus. Fuck, my bad. It was
Thanos.
It was Thanos. I'm sorry. Yes, it was Thanos. Galactus came after 30 years of him just driving, like using his motorcycle around the Earth. Galactus came wounded looking for Reed Richards. And after about 20 minutes of the Punisher realized that this is a real fucking thing, he's like, yo, everybody's dead here. He's like, but who are you looking for? He's like, Thanos did that to him. He's like, oh, I'll make a deal with you. I'll become your fucking herald and we'll go get Thanos together. I've been looking for and he made him the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah, so this is why it's a big deal that it was Thanos, because as Cosmic Ghost Rider, he was going to be sent back in time to kill Thanos as a child, right? And when he's sent back in time, he couldn't do it. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, who's Frank Castle, wound up raising Thanos, and that's why Thanos is so fucked up and does what he does now.
So what you're saying is Mephisto confirmed in Spider-Man: A New Day. That's what you're saying.
Yo, Mephisto
Punisher
confirmed with that homegirl from She-Hulk.
Punisher's in there.
Yeah.
Punisher's in there. I mean, I don't know to what extent, but
Dude,
Punisher's going to be in that movie.
This is how they reboot the MCU.
I mean, we all know it's going to go to that. Like, look, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if we can reboot the MCU and we go to a space where you have Spider-Man and friends over here and then X-Men and friends over there, I wouldn't hate that. Like, it's kind of like you had X-Men and Spider-Man the animated series and then kind of everything in between. Yeah. But like, if you want to reboot the universe and just, X-Men is upstate and then Spider-Man is here. And from time to time, everybody just pulls up. You got Daredevil pulling up. You got Punisher pulling up. You got Morbius pulling up. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
One of the huge things that happens in the comics is the Avengers versus the X-Men.
I'm saying.
Which then leads to the Phoenix Force saga.
I tell you right now, Morbius better not pull up.
Well, I mean, not the one that we saw. Not that guy. It's funny. I don't mean to derail here, but Craven wasn't the worst movie. It's just so out there. It's like that shit was different.
Yo, dude,
it was different. Like I was like, what the hell is all of this?
See, here's where I disagree.
It reminds. Like, I'm not saying it. Obviously, I don't think that the movie was like fantastic. I'm just saying it reminded me of those like early '90s, like early 2000s kind of superhero movie that kind of took a lot of liberties, like too much liberties. Yeah. But it wasn't a terrible movie.
I'm just saying, when your main character, who's supposed to be Russian, puts on a Russian accent so he can infiltrate a jail, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm good.
Oh yeah, the movie was. Oh my God! I guess I like the dude, the main actor. But anyway, sorry. Ironheart. I really enjoyed that show. Again, Agatha vibes, where it's like, and again, this is just another introduction to another person being introduced to the Young Avengers, which we had the same thing happen with Agatha, with Billy. We don't know where Tommy is yet.
We know where Tommy is.
We know where he is.
Drowning boy somewhere.
Yeah, he's in some. Yeah, we haven't seen him like in action though. So I mean, this is just this is just setting that up. So it was cool to see Ironheart's moment. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed that show.
You know what's funny? I just now put it together that the MCU went, hey, instead of making these twins somehow connected to Mephisto, who tricked Wanda or whatever, somebody was sitting there going, I know how to put the twins in the MCU. And they're like, how? Kevin Feige's like, how do you do it? And that dude's like, have you ever seen the movie Meet Joe Black?
Oh.
It's like, oh, okay.
Okay. we'll get to there sometime. We'll get there somewhere.
Yeah,
But-
we just gotta wait for 2 kids to die, and then
Like
boom,
yeah,
we're in there.
we're like yeah. We'll get there somehow. You'll see them. Leave us alone. But yeah, I wanted to ask y'all a question, and I'm going all the way back to Daredevil.
Oh, all right.
Daredevil, yeah, I'm going back to Daredevil Born Again, and then we could go into a little bit more F4 and Superman.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I've been saying that the whole time. What did you guys think about the Kamala episode
The
In the
bank
bank?
episode.
in the bank?
Honestly, if you go back to our review, I was like, this is what I was afraid that Disney was going to make the entire fucking series.
The biggest force
Yeah,
I've ever seen.
because how the fuck do you have him sit there like I can't be Daredevil because I threw Bullseye off the roof. The bank's about to be robbed. Nobody's gonna do it. Well, fine. Instead of covering my identity and being Daredevil, I'm just gonna go in there and kick the shit out of everybody blind.
Well, I
And
mean,
nobody's gonna put two and two
was-
together now.
yeah, and he walks in as Matt. Like, man, like you could have walked in as Daredevil, but I mean, you walk in as Daredevil, and they maybe start shooting hostages. So I get the logic. My whole thing is that, like, so I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, "Oh, it felt forced, it felt out of place." But then I'm like, okay, so we have to do something to the greater MCU in this show, and I'm not mad that that's what they did. I actually thought that was cool because it still focuses on Matt, but it kind of puts something else out there, like, yo, we're in this big universe. So then I started thinking about it, like, where would you have put that episode? The first 2 episodes was foggy intensive, right?
Yeah.
The third episode, we kind of had to breathe a little bit. And then the 4th episode was where Kingpin really started, like, okay, we're mobilizing now. You know what I'm saying? Then 5th episode was the bank episode, and although it did feel out of place, people said it was filler. I don't think it was filler. It felt out of place. But where the hell would we have put that episode?
Yeah.
We would have made that. Would we have made that the last episode? Like, okay, like after everything, we need money now to start. Like, where would you put that?
No, I don't think it's the placement is where we need to focus. I just think they needed to shift the tone. a little bit. Because, like I said, what they were trying to do was Netflix Daredevil throughout the whole series, and then Marvel went in there and was like, "But we got to do our Marvel."
Yeah, we got to do one little thing. We got to do one little thing here.
You could have done the exact same episode, just changed the tone to fit more with the rest of the episodes, and it would have been fine.
You know,
Which is, it's. I think they were trying to do that, considering that they're getting robbed. But Yusef is just so funny.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say the episode itself might have been full, but that goes to show you that the characters from the MCU can fit in with Daredevil.
Oh,
That man was like, that's him. They did not change him. He knows who that character is, and he just interacted with Daredevil.
I love that it was Yusef. I'm like, yes, like it made sense. And you're like, yeah, Matt needed some money because all they do is pro bono work, and they got this big fancy office, but okay, we need money from the bank, sure. And I thought it was funny. And I don't know. I'll never forget when I saw the bobblehead immediately. I was like, oh shit, Kamala. And then I see that it's Yusef's desk. I said, what the fuck? And then as the episode went on, I was like, okay, you guys kind of forced it in there. It's kind of like you cut in line. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just a quick cut, But
I mean, the ending,
I just wanted,
in the street where he fucked that guy up, that was like, okay, you brought it back to
that was because we saw that in the trailers when he broke homie's leg.
Yeah.
Was that when he broke his leg?
Yeah.
Yo.
You know what's hilarious? It's almost like the rumors of the original shoot for Daredevil, where they're like, yo, Kevin Feige saw the first 4 episodes. He wasn't in the suit. It was all about some other shit. I was like, oh, so this is what they were doing. Where Kevin Feige was like, we can't do all of it. It's like, I'll give you one. We can't do it all like this.
Yo, that's a great point. But I've been wanting to ask y'all that. Like, what did you think about that placement on that episode? I don't think it was filler or forced. It was just poorly placed. But like, where else in the season are you gonna
Yeah.
put this episode?
I'll tell you right now, it wasn't big enough to deter or distract
Yeah,
from the
for sure.
overarching greatness that Daredevil was.
Yeah. You know what though? It's like moving forward, you got to treat every show the way you treated Daredevil. And I know that's difficult to do because a lot of these shows they don't have, past seasons or anything that you have to live up to. But y'all were so careful about not messing up Daredevil. You can tell. Like we need that same love for everything else.
You know what it is? Kevin Feige once said in an interview years ago that it came out with him and who's the lady, Kathleen Kennedy, right? They were both on the same page saying that they don't want fans to write these episodes. They want writers.
Yeah.
And it goes to show with Daredevil, when you have people who are fans and who love and respect the source material, you get the best writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need a writer. So I know we bash on She-Hulk a lot. I don't need a writer to come in who likes Ally McBeal and try to do She-Hulk. I need somebody who loves She-Hulk
and is trying to do Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to imitate Ally McBeal than it is to take somebody from that world and go, well, here's this character.
Yeah, 100%.
They fundamentally misunderstand what the character's supposed to be.
100%. 100%.
And also, like, a true fan would take references from the comics, and like, let's say Captain America in the comics, we know that he's always inspirational, so he would say this in a time like this.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's not a fan would try to make something up, and it's like, Cap won't say that.
Yeah,
like that's not Cap. Like, who the fuck?
That's why Henry Cavill left The Witcher. He's like,
yeah,
he's like, Geralt wouldn't say that.
Yo,
and they were like, all right, Henry, shh, I don't want to say that. You know, yeah.
What do you call it? There's a report that came out about Edgar Wright with his Ant-Man film.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was developing Ant-Man since 2000. He loved that, and he came up. Marvel was like, "Go ahead, do your thing." Then they kept telling him, but we needed to connect. And then they rewrote part of his script, and he was like, "Yo, fuck you guys, I'm out." Because for some reason, the only person who was allowed, there's three people that I know of that were allowed to make the movies they wanted to make. Ryan Coogler, who gave us Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. Sorry, 4 people. James Gunn with the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Russo brothers. With most of the Captain Americas and most of the Avengers later films. And for some fucking reason, Taika Waititi. I don't know why he was allowed to do it, but he did, and that's what we got.
That piece of shit. I'll never forgive him.
A lot of people are turning on Ragnarok too now. A lot of people are like, yeah, that shit was funny, but I don't know. It led us to Love and Thunder. A lot of people are starting to say that now.
I was never on Ragnarok's train.
Yeah, I still love Ragnarok. I don't care what anybody says.
Disappointed that they made Planet Hulk and fucking Thor.
The only part of that movie I liked is when Hulk
throws
that was objectively fun. That was hilarious.
That was a really funny part.
You know, they confirmed that Bruce Banner actually died at that moment. It was like there's multiple times that Bruce Banner died and the Hulk came back to bring him to life because the Hulk not gonna let him die.
Yeah, because that is a death.
Yeah,
like from where he jumped to land there, like for a human, that's a death. Yeah, that's a death. Yeah.
I just gotta say before we get on to the Fantastic Four here, I'm not the biggest Hulk fan.
Me either, man. Thank you for fucking saying it.
I think we need justice for the Hulk because I get it, right? You need to show that Thanos is a threat, so you have him beat the shit out of the Hulk. And Bruce Banner coming down and go, yo, the guy who's coming is gonna fuck everything up.
Just beat the shit out of me.
I get that. So the first movie, fine. You want him to fucking hide and be a little bitch, okay. But when Endgame comes, what the fuck happened to? I'm always now. You
Yeah.
fucking go out there and you destroy half the world trying to beat his ass. Like, come on.
Yo, you know, they were saying that when Thanos fought him in the first time, Thanos had the power stone, and that's why he was able to beat up the Hulk.
I mean
Listen, that's what they
that's
said. But
yes, yeah,
but-
that's what they said.
in
But even
reality,
so-
they turned the Hulk into a bitch.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
And I know I was one of those people that didn't care. Like I personally, I don't need to see Hulk smashing nothing. I'm
Well,
fine with it.
to-
But I feel like it's been a long time since we see that, and like I will give like for the other fans, like give them something. Let's get this Planet
I'm-
Hulk movie going, bro.
I'm a Hulk fan. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
But my thing is like when Thanos beat up the Hulk, I wasn't like, what the fuck? I was like,
Okay,
makes
we'll
sense.
be back. We'll be back.
It makes sense
Yeah.
because one, Thor just beat the shit out of the Hulk. Thor turned into a god and beat the shit out of the Hulk. And if you want to prove that you need the Avengers and the entire planet to fuck up Thanos, have him fuck up the Hulk.
Yeah.
The Hulk
But
turned
I
into
mean-
a baby in Thor Ragnarok.
He never got his lick back. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
That's the issue I got. Him,
After he gets it, if he would have gotten his lick back, then whatever.
he never got his lick back. Drax never got his lick back.
Yeah.
Fucking
Literally, Drax the Destroyer, who was like literally
the
main
man that
mission
was
was
sent to go get him.
yeah.
I came here to fucking kill you.
yeah.
You didn't even get a chance to fight him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
But
that's the issue.
it all kind of stems from just him being overly powerful though. Like we need
Yo.
to snap him out of here.
Hold on. Overly powerful. I love Captain Marvel. The second movie, whatever, but that first movie, I'm a fan of. This bitch, he headbutted her, and she's like, "My man, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
think you're doing some shit right now? Come on, dog."
Yeah, we had a lot of power on the Avengers side. There was a lot of power there.
We could have used a little bit more.
It would
wouldn't have been mad.
you
I wouldn't have been mad if there was a scene where the Hulk is just wrecking Call Obsidian.
yeah. Well, we could have gotten that too, but we just did because he didn't want to come out and fight. It would have been a funny like Office Space scene that is just him, Carol, just everyone getting their lick back on Thanos, just kicking the printer. Like it's just them just like messing up Thanos.
PC.
Well, what you
loads,
could have
man.
did, what you could have did was
Like
to really
tag
have
team.
if you want to do a World War Hulk, what you could have done was had like Cap, Thor, and Iron Man get fucked up right in the beginning. There's no help, no nothing, and then Bruce Banner goes with the Hulk and starts fighting Thanos.
Yeah.
And while he's fighting Thanos, Thanos is kicking his ass, and the Hulk is getting madder and madder,
Yeah.
and then he turns into a savage beast. And after the fact that they saved the universe, the Hulk is like, or Brand is like, yo, he's out of control, and then he goes to the planet
Yeah.
to be like, yo, I can't be on this earth, I'm gonna destroy it, and we just fucking saved it. So he left to go, do that shit, and I was like, okay, now we have a fucking unleashed Hulk fighting Thanos, beating the shit out of him, but he, Thanos brought that out of him, and he left after the fact to protect the rest of the people that were there because they were going to get mollywopped
Yeah.
too.
And for the love of God,
For
we
real.
don't turn his angry fucking savage of a son into some weird, awkward teenager with a stupid fucking haircut.
I mean, the only thing that was stupid was the haircut. We didn't even get to like hear him talk, but he definitely looked shy. But okay, question. So when we see Hulk again in Spider-Man: A New Day, has he come back from that outer space phone call that he had to take?
Well, he's already back because he was with Jen at the end of She-Hulk.
Well, no, at the end of the She-Hulk was when he left.
No, it's when he came
Oh.
back with Scar.
Barbecue.
Yeah, so he came back. He said, "Oh, I got that call, right?" So he's already back.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. It's been a while. I've been out of the game.
All right,
Question.
let's-
I got to wait. No. I got more. So we didn't like Red Hulk. Yeah.
It's
I
not
tell you
that,
what,
it's not that I didn't like Red Hulk. I just think that the Hulk sequel hijacked the Captain America movie,
Yeah.
and Captain America was just a part of the Hulk sequel.
And
And-
I know we spoke. And I know we spoke about it.
Yeah. And I don't
Leon
know
was
why.
good, kid.
I don't know why
Leon.
you say Betty Brant for a teaser where she goes to see him in jail instead of her showing up at the fucking Blossoms where they
Yeah.
have a fucking history
For
together.
real. That was weird. Okay, last thing. So before we go into Fantastic Four, okay?
I want to ask you about Superman, but it'll be a quick
Okay,
question.
yeah, no, Superman, cool. But Thunderbolts. I want just a little bit about that.
Fantastic.
You guys love Thunderbolts, right?
Yo, one of my favorite fucking Marvel movies. Right up there with Shang-Chi, right up
Can I-
there with
Can I tell you
Civil
something?
you didn't like it.
Nah, I'm talking shit. I liked it, but everybody loves a little trauma porn. Cause there was a lot of mental health stuff going on, and I understand we need that out there, but that was like the driving force of that movie, and I think people relate a lot to that topic. So like there was some times that I'm like, all right, guys, can we cheer things up a little bit here? Fuck my life. But
Here's the thing though. All that was extremely necessary for when we get to the end.
for sure,
Where
for
that
sure.
end credit scene where she's like, "So are we the Avengers? Are they the Avengers?"
Yeah,
We all see that where they started, and all right, now we know that they processed correctly, and we can get to that other side.
yeah. They're Avengers at the disco. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it
the
is.
West Coast
They-
Avengers, even though they're
yeah,
on the East Coast.
they're a little bit more like you know what, the John Walker redemption, that movie was fantastic. Yo, John had me dying the whole flick, bro. But I don't like. Would y'all say that that's been your favorite comic book movie this year?
Yeah, well, all right, we got to
You
get
don't
into
have to. You don't have to pick, but we'll revisit. We'll revisit it.
So what I said after coming out of the Fantastic Four was that Thunderbolts was my better movie,
Correct.
but Fantastic Four was the better comic book movie.
So, and I say that about Superman. I think that Superman was a better film. Okay. How do I put it? I think Superman was a cartoon brought to life, where I say the Fantastic Four was a comic book brought to life. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
it makes sense.
Because like Superman felt like Superman the animated series. Fantastic Four felt like reading
like you're reading Jack Kirby and
that's what I'm
fucking
saying. Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to ask that. I love Thunderbolts. Don't get me wrong. It was great to see Yelena finally get her moment. But I'm saying it's a little sad sometimes. Y'all know how I feel about the depressed heroes. All of that. Everybody's like, oh, what if, and I know we did a lot of like analyzing here, the psyche and all of that. But sometimes I just want to see a romp, which is why Superman is so cool. Because although there's deep issues in there, it was very fun and lighthearted.
But I think Marvel just needed a good. They needed proof that they could put together a good, solid movie that didn't rely on jokes. That didn't. And as we get to Fantastic Four, they did it again.
Yeah.
This is another one that didn't rely on jokes. That actually had heavy-ish subject matter.
Which is funny because this shit was hilarious. This movie, I was cracking up with Ben and Johnny the whole time. I thought they were funny together, like the banter, the like big brother, little brother kind of banter between them. I laughed a lot this movie. I wasn't expecting to laugh this much.
I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh, if at all, maybe one or two. But there's a moment that we'll get to, and when Pedro had that one tear roll down his cheek, I also had that one tear roll down my cheek, bro.
I love to hear it. I love to hear
I
it. I love to hear it. All right. Well, Toe said he had a Superman question, and then we could finally get into Fantastic Four.
Well, it's not more of a Superman, but it's how did you feel about Green Lantern?
I mean, first of all, like I said before, Nathan Fillion is a gift to the nerd community. He is a gift. Like, you give this guy a comic book character, a video game character, some kind of pop culture character, it's well taken care of. He's going to fall asleep with that script. He's going to kiss it goodnight. He's going to tuck it in. He's going to take care of this character. That, like, I'm so mad that we never got Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake from Uncharted. I'm mad we never got there. And he did like the little like solo movie project that he put together and funded, which was amazing. But Guy Gardner was incredible. Like, that dude was just funny. And that's the thing, like you said before, Guy Gardner's muscle. He's muscle. It's dirty. You don't know what Guy Gardner you're going to get. But when you need shit done and there's nobody else, that's who you fucking call. I thought it was fantastic. Guy Gardner. I wish we could have seen a little bit more of like their dynamic, but that movie would have gone for 2.5 hours. I thought, man, guys, I'm sorry. I really enjoyed Superman. Superman. I enjoyed Superman.
You know,
like I got out of Superman genuinely happy. And look, we've talked a lot of shit about DC here. You know, throughout the MCU, like the first 3 phases, it was easy and fun to pick on the DCU, right? But I've said it here plenty of times. I love Man of Steel. I love that movie. Batman versus Superman, there was some cool stuff in there. Wonder Woman, the first one, hey, I love that movie. The second one, we don't talk about that. But low key, I was rooting for DC to fucking make something happen.
Me too.
It just never happened. Now with this whole James Gunn thing, it felt sprightly. It felt effervescent. It felt fluorescent. It felt fun and like, damn, I got out of there legit feeling good out of that movie.
You know what I felt like? Like you said, it was an animated cartoon, but it was, Superman. We're not gonna bore you with all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
But here goes a Superman everyone can relate to, everyone recognizes, and a bunch of other people that, if you watch the cartoon, you know who they are. But people that are interested enough, like Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
This guy was like, yo, if you're into that knowledge shit, he's there. Guy Gardner's there. Now with Fantastic Four, I was telling Lay, I was like, the reason why this movie's good is because if you know the characters from the comic, they're trying to explain to you the family dynamic that they have for one another. Because this is the closest the characters are to the comic. Like it doesn't happen in the movie. I don't see it happening anytime soon. But when Johnny Storm died in the comics, the Thing took it the hardest.
Yeah, because that's his boy.
To the point where Thor and the Hulk had to take him and go, yo, hit me as hard as you can. And they had to fight so hard that they fucking broke down emotionally and started crying because Johnny died. And you can see through this movie the connection between Johnny and the Thing.
They had me cracking up.
Yeah. In the other movies, it kind of felt like they were just assholes. Like Johnny Storm was just an asshole, and the Thing was like, I gotta deal with this nigga. This one is like, yo, no, they're brothers. Like they're 100% like, I pick on him. You don't pick on him.
Yeah, Toe, that is so spot the fuck on, bro. And everybody was so worried about like, oh, we don't have womanizing Johnny, and it's like, do you really need to see that?
Yo,
like you don't need to. That is the one thing that you're holding on to. Oh, he's not flirting with 8 women.
Yo,
So
but they made mention of that. Where Johnny was like, yeah, I know. Johnny sees a hot alien. And like,
yeah. No, he's like, yeah, I get it. I'm the single one. I'm the one that's chasing the girls. And I love that they did that. Like, F you, bro. Like Chris Evans is Johnny Storm was not cool because he was a womanizer.
Yeah.
He's not cool because he was some kind of pimp. It's because Chris Evans just did a great job at portraying his version of John. Like, he was Johnny Storm. This dude is Jonathan Storm.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you know what?
you know,
You know what I love that they mentioned in the beginning? All four of them was fucking geniuses.
yeah, yeah, and it's great that Johnny actually like,
He
yo,
broke
like I got
the
the,
linguistics.
He
like I got this, I got
distinguished
this,
the language.
and while we're at it, again, internet, how stupid are y'all feeling about Shah LaBeouf right now? Because goddamn, like,
Yo, no, she was perfect.
Is the Harold?
like,
Yeah.
like, I remember everyone was just so pissed off about that. But like, okay, I mean, we surf in black holes, and I understand the regulars, the surfer could do that too. I get it, but she killed it. I actually wanted to see more of her like human life. I would love to see a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh my, yo,
you know,
she,
since we're
yo,
talking about it,
the speech that she gave.
yeah.
Oh
I
my god.
herald your end. I herald your destruction. I
I
herald
herald
Galactus.
Galactus. That's it. Because that's the thing. I pulled the toe on this one. I watched the first trailer and I didn't watch a damn thing else. Well, no, that's not true. I watched after, because the first one that they showed, we didn't see Reed stretch. The second trailer we saw Reed stretch a bit, and I said, okay, I don't need to see anymore. I'm done. I don't need to see anymore after that. And it's crazy because we didn't even see that much in the movie of him stretch. But
Yo,
whatever, that's another thing.
I'm gonna get to that question in a sec, but I just got to point out, every time we talk about Reed Richards, we talk about him being the smart dude who's so smart he doesn't realize he's being an asshole. Pedro Pascal gave us the Reed Richards that we should have been having this entire time. When that moment when he's like, well, they want the plan, we give up the child, we say it makes sense, it's calculated, and she got up knowing damn well he didn't mean it that way, but she took it that way, and he was like, wait, what's going on?
And he did that a few times. I thought, and everybody, again, another casting that everybody was scared of.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Because he proved to me true intelligence. Because I was under the fact, like in the other fucking Fantastic Fours and the way that Iron Man was depicted, where it's like, I'm a dick and I know everything. So it was like somebody says something, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're wrong. It's 12 to the 17th power. Where he was sitting there going, I already know the answers to this problem. I can't say it because I need y'all to know the answer to this problem. He was like, yo, dude, since you got pregnant, I knew we are gonna have to sacrifice this kid to Galactus. I just needed y'all niggas to realize he was coming.
Y'all gotta catch up.
Yeah, like y'all didn't know why I was scared. It was because I knew this nigga was powerful and Galactus wanted him.
I've been leaving hints. The whole time. I've been sending emails. Like, where y'all been at? Knowing and I love how like everybody has such a problem with like this casting at first. And even Johnny, like everyone did so great, man. Yeah. Everybody did so good. Like, and I mean, okay, now we're talking about homegirl. Like, funny, last name Kirby. I think Sue Storm is like up there with like Chris Evans, Captain America.
Yeah.
And she's up there with RDJ, Iron Man.
Where Angela Bassett as the Queen Ramonda.
T'Challa as Chadwick Boseman. Like, she's there. We put her in that category. Do I think Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards is there? I think he's a notch down, but he still was amazing. And it's like, I saw a review say, oh, you know, I felt like this movie was a whole science lesson from Reed Richards.
That's what the fuck it's supposed to be.
What? How?
Like, I mean, you know, he's always like calculating and always talking about something. Always saying, but I mean, this is hello. Like, do you know who Reed Richards is? This is exactly what we needed. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Like, that's what I wanted.
I'm like, hold on, wait. Motherfuckers, Neil deGrasse Tyson didn't play Reed Richards. Because he's the one that every time he speaks, he's giving a lesson in quantum dynamics or some shit like that. Reed Richards was just chilling. He saw that the students was like, Who wants to see some shit blow up? Because I'm not wasting my fucking time with
Yeah,
that.
like you guys don't you guys don't care. You guys don't care. Whatever. Let's blow some shit up. But it's like, and I get it. People have been saying out there that there's a lot of Pedro Pascal fatigue.
Yeah.
And it's like
that motherfucker's everywhere. Like,
I mean,
got a
okay,
question.
is okay, hold on. Is he everywhere or is he all over social media? Because let me tell you, back in the 90s, I think it was either 93, 94, 95. Jim Carrey had 3 movies in the theaters at that time.
Yeah.
But
Like,
Jim Carrey didn't have 3 movies, 4 TV shows, voiceover.
He had to live in color.
Yeah, but the thing is this though, Pedro Pascal is different in each one of those shows. You know what I'm saying?
Like
but
you know, meanwhile, Jim Carrey's doing the same character for the most part in each of the movies. But my whole thing is, I don't think is that y'all seeing him too much on the big screen and on TV. You're seeing him too much on Instagram. That's what that's the problem.
You know what?
On socials.
You know what I liked about Pedro was, or like this Reed Richards is like I said, this is the closest you'll get to the actual characters. And now, mind you, this is someone coming from someone who has limited exposure to the comics, but but the shit that I do get exposed to is the deep shit, right?
For sure.
So Reed Richards, there's 2 aspects of him that I learned from, and it's one where him and Franklin went into the future. They kept going into the future and they kept seeing the Thing, and the Thing was starting to lose the Fantastic Four because, you know, throughout time they just died of old age, where the Thing can't die. And they started feeling bad for the Thing because now the Thing has dementia. He has Alzheimer's. He's sitting in front of statues talking to him, and he's like, "Fuck, I lost everything." This is 5,000 years in the future, and they're sad for him. And you can see it in like Reed Richards was like, "Damn, I wish I can do something for him, so that way he doesn't have to suffer."
Which is kind of his character, that guilt, guilt.
And also another main story that I saw was the Blue Marvel. When Blue Marvel came back to help the Avengers fight Homeboy, Iron Man was like, how the fuck did you just let us do this and you was gonna let the world end? And Reed Richards was the one going, Tony, did you not understand that he was a hero, and because he was black they exiled him, and then his wife was a spy, like every part of his life was a lie? I wouldn't want to help y'all neither. Y'all motherfuckers neither. Like he's the one that told Tony like the whole like logistics of why he wouldn't want to help. And seeing Pedro go, listen, I gave you every test in the world to find out who you are, to his own son, and going, you know what? I'm just gonna let you tell me.
Yeah, that part was incredible, by the way. That was, you know what? I'm tired of trying to figure you out. I'ma see what you got. You show me. And speaking of that, Leon, we just spoke about it, bro. Shalabal was incredible. I think the internet could eat crow. Like there was a bad call. Internet bad call. Now, granted, she obviously we're spoiling here. She sacrificed herself to help out. She's not necessarily dead, but she's in some other dimension somewhere else. Are we gonna see Norrin Rad? Maybe. The male Silver Surfer. Are we gonna see him later on? Maybe.
Yeah.
If we don't ever see him again, if we don't see him at all, like that'd be a little disappointing. But Shalabal got us. Trust me. Big trust. She got us.
Real quick, Cap. Here's the thing. The issue with people having a problem with a woman taking a male's position, like the woman Silver Surfer set up for the male Silver Surfer, is that they believe that it's going to turn into from the character Silver Surfer to now woman power. Yeah. There was none of that. She was the woman she was a Silver Surfer who just so happened to be a woman before they turned into Silver Surfer.
And she wasn't, I wouldn't even call, she didn't even like, it wasn't even, she was just Galactus's herald.
Yeah.
Like that she had a job. Yeah, and she didn't even like the job. Yeah. like she was forcefully there.
And it doesn't even matter the gender of the person who's playing the character. As long as you're playing the character,
yeah,
I don't care what you are. If there was a female, if Sue Storm and Reed Richards was a lesbian couple and Reed Richards was a female and she played that shit just as good as Pedro Pascal did, at the end of the day, like, yo, she played Reed Richards good.
I'm good. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I wanted to Reed Richards.
She was incredible. She was badass. And I love that throughout all of that, you see her humanity, like what she told Johnny. Yo,
Die
I
with
think she said,
yours.
"Die with yours" or "Love your." Yeah, like she didn't want to do none of this, bro. She sacrificed herself so that her planet didn't get eaten by Galactus. Galactus was like, "Okay, I won't eat your planet, but you coming with me." Like, man, she was like one of the better parts of the movie. I'll say.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Galactus has had many heralds,
Mm-hmm.
many of them women, and nobody but me, maybe Cabs and Lay on this podcast would have known who the fuck it was if they put any of the other ones up. But
For real.
everybody knows a silver
Shalabal and Norrin
motherfucker
Rad.
with the
Yeah.
goddamn surfboard is recognizable. So
And
he
that's
just picked a herald and gave her the power cosmic.
and one of the craziest things, like, and this is something that I know personally, in the comics, like, obviously, like, they did change Shalabal a little bit in this sense. So in the comics, Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer, the male Silver Surfer, like, he was always like, I want to call him gray. He did dirt when he needed to, but there was some heart in there. Shalabal at the beginning, before she linked up with the Silver Surfer, they fell in. Shalabal was a problem. I don't know if y'all know. Like, she was an issue. Like, she had the pair of balls. Not knowing Rad, she was an animal in the comics. Like, this girl was alpha blood. So, like, they did switch that a little bit, but don't get it twisted. Go read up on Charlotte Ball. She was an animal, bro.
Yo,
Like,
they didn't actually switch it up too much because if you peeped it, they
well, we
said
didn't see it. Sorry, we didn't
Galactus,
see.
but they
Yeah,
said Galactus is not picking the planets.
yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
could have
yeah.
went to any fucking planet
Yeah.
that had any fucking thing on it, but she was picking planets with life forms and fucking destroying thousands of lives.
She's an animal in the books, bro. She's no joke.
Yo,
So, and that's a good call. But like, yeah,
yo,
people don't sleep on her, man.
yo,
Please
and
don't.
you know what? Not to change the subject from her, but the cool shit was they had a threat and they said we're going out there to fight them.
Yo, like, let's take the battle to him, Tony Stark style,
Yeah,
Infinity War, bro. Let's just pull up.
Yeah,
Now the motherfuckers pulled up and said, "Okay, we are unequipped for this fight,"
yeah.
and then we and then we
Richie.
had and then we had a space birth.
Yeah.
yeah.
So is he an alien technically?
Technically, he's an
Well,
alien. He
so
he.
so his. I'm assuming it's like International Space Station rules, where
Yeah,
they're obviously not going to let a pregnant woman up there, but whatever whatever flag flies in the part of the ship, that's where you represent in the
yeah.
International
So
Space Station. And since the Fantastic Four was literal a fucking representation of Earth, then it's sovereign ground that he was born on.
Okay.
my man is a citizen of the world.
Yeah.
And
Word.
speaking of the world, this was the best part of this movie. The world that they built. Oh my God. I was getting Black Panther, the first one vibes, where it's like you just get to see this, like, old school futuristic New York. The visuals were incredible. Hey, shout out to the CGI on this one. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
sure, I noticed some issues, of course, but yo, Shalabal freaking surfing a black hole, like, it looked great. Like, the movie looked great, the visuals looked great. Like, oh my God, I'm so mad that we're not gonna get more of this world.
Yo,
Like, I
Yeah.
want to see more of this world, man.
And yo,
here's a question for you guys, or for Cabs, because I spoke with Toe already about this. We brought up Reed Richards stretching. How did you feel about the fact that he didn't stretch that much at all?
Yeah, he didn't. So okay. So he didn't stretch around people like the OG one, where he was like freaking doing like barrel rolls and stuff. Yeah, it was I think what they were going for was like, okay, yeah, we know he stretches, but like, man, when he stretches too long, it could be a little goofy. We're not looking for yardstick tape or whatever to like wrap around stuff. I was okay with it. Like, okay, was I underwhelmed with his abilities and how they portrayed it a little bit. I don't think the most stretching he did was when this guy was literally trying to rip him apart. And it's like, why are you in pain right now? Isn't this what you do? You know?
You know what I'm thinking is that he's the
It's
only one.
it's expensive. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Well, no. I'm trying to get into the mind of him, right? Johnny Storm, he flame on. He's the fire guy. Sue Storm has that the invisibility and the force
and
fields.
the force.
The thing is literally a rock.
Yeah.
Reed Richards is like, this is what I use.
No,
So
yeah.
the fact that he's so dependent on his brain that he probably doesn't give a shit about his stretching until it's more convenient to stretch to do shit, then so he's probably not stretching enough for him to actually
but
Can I
literally,
back on that?
literally outside of the suit, you see him like stretching in the office, like
Yeah.
in the lab.
Can I piggyback on that for two things? One, he's not combat oriented.
Yes.
So him stretching in the midst of battle, he's not a fighter, right? But two, I just fucking thought of this. What if he doesn't stretch that much because he wasn't as affected by the cosmic storm as much as the others, and
Wow.
that's part of the guilt that drives him, where he's like, not only did I fuck up, but I got away relatively easy
Yeah.
because the only thing I do is I stretch a little,
Yeah.
and my brain now can hold more memory because it's more elastic. Sue's got all of her shit that we had to probably figure out. with
Yeah,
her turning invisible.
a lot of mental stuff. I could imagine.
Johnny's on fire, Ben's a rock, and all I do is I stretch from here to the fridge. Like that's got to be part of what's eating at his guilt. Because if you notice that every interview, he kept bringing up, I failed,
Yeah.
I miscalculated, and Sue had to sit there and be like, yo, my man, relax. Like,
And
Yeah,
even Ben was like, yo, dude, you gotta let it go. Like
you couldn't have known. He goes, I could have.
I should have. But like Ben is like, yo, we're good. And then it's funny you say that because outside of battle, like we see him using his powers the like most practically. Because like remember Chris Evans, he heated up the popcorn with his power. You know what I'm saying? You know, we didn't see him use his powers practically like that, Johnny. And then Sue, she used her like the only time she used her powers was to like hide from people. Like he was actually like trying to like do stuff with his power, like in the lab. But the little of the stretching that I did see, I thought was great though. I thought it was fun, especially when he was parkouring through buildings. That was cool.
I like the fact that Sue was like, yo, do you really want to see him? And she turned just her stomach invisible.
Yeah.
So he can look inside.
Yeah, I was bro. And her speech,
their relationship was fucking golden, man.
I would have loved to see more of her and Johnny. We got a lot of that in the original Fantastic Four. I would have loved, but whatever. I'm not nitpicking there. But her speech, when she goes, hey, I'm not going to give up my baby for the world, but I'm not going to give up the world for my baby either. We're going to figure it out. And then they were completely SpongeBob and try to move planets. But let me tell you something. We all love Spider-Man and that feeling of community, remember? Well, this was community on a global fucking scale. And I kind of liked everybody working together. There was a worldwide curfew to preserve power. I enjoyed that.
Yo, I have a little bit of a Debbie Downer comment.
Yeah, it's all good. I get it.
No, it's not about it's not a nitpick of the movie. I just wish that Stan Lee would have been alive, because that would have been his cameo to sit there and be like, Sue, we're behind you.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah. Yo, I don't know if you saw this,
but I mean, he would have been like what 100 by now. It would have been rough for him.
But I don't know if you caught this at the end. They were on Earth 282.
838.
That's Jack Kirby's birthday.
Yeah. And they show it at the end. You see it like you see it like form and stretch out into his birthday.
Speaking of the end, that end credit scene. What are we thinking about that?
So okay. The first thing that I thought of was, wait, how do you have the mask off? Like that mask, the main iteration of Doom, that shit is welded on. So obviously we can't have a big name actor cover his face the whole time. So are we not doing that? Or was this is this just a variant? Is this the Tony variant and the real Doom is out there somewhere?
So here's two things I do know. One,
yeah,
it was confirmed that was Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
in that scene.
Okay.
So that is the Doom we're gonna see in Doomsday.
Okay.
Two, there is a version of Doom in the comics where he doesn't weld the mask to his face, and he can take it on and off.
Okay.
So it's not unheard of, and it's not something that's going to be unusual for the comics.
But canon, that shit is welded on, right? Or is that just me?
No. So original canon, he had a scar on his face, and he's so vain that scar, even though it was nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Right? He was so angered by it that he was like, yo, I need the mask. And he didn't listen, and he grabbed it out of the fire too quick. And when he put it on, it was still burning red. So it seared to his face.
Okay, because it's funny because they were dropping hints the whole movie. Latvia was nowhere in the representation of like nations, and no, I feel like maybe 2-3 people in the theater got it. But every time I saw Latvia, I said, "Ah!" I was like, look.
I popped the first time I saw the flag.
I saw, ah! Yeah, yo, bro, it was crazy. But yeah, I mean, okay, now we have a motive, right?
Yo, so
now we have a motive. It's Frank.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Dr. Doom also figured out that the reason why Galactus wants him is to take over.
Yeah.
So now Doom
Doom also wants a vessel.
Situation.
He also wants like a vessel to be in or whatever.
No, not a vessel to be in. I think he wants control of Franklin.
Okay.
Because he thinks Doom is going to think the best person to control this, whatever this is him. So I think this leads into Doomsday, where it's everybody versus Doom to get this kid back. Right? And then instead of Molecular Man, or Molecule Man.
Molecule.
Right? Because that's who we had in the original Battle World. He had him help build Battle World. Right?
And who's the other guy in all white again? I forget his name always.
The Beyonder.
The Beyonder.
The Beyonder was the original.
Yeah.
But in the new version, he uses that dude to build Battle World. I'm thinking he's gonna get Franklin at the end of Doomsday to help build Battle World for Secret War. Because Franklin Richard can literally reshape reality.
He would have the power, yeah. I honestly think I would not bet against that, is what I'm saying. I honestly think that's what it is.
He didn't take the kid, though, in that scene.
No. Well, we didn't see nothing. We didn't see anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have
to take the kid right then.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, it just went black while he looked
that. Yeah. It just went black. But that scene, like, if we see that same scene again, he's gonna turn around. We're gonna see it's RDJ. The theater's gonna go crazy. He's not gonna touch Franklin that time. He's like, just, hey, I'm here. You do know who I am. Now, if you don't know, now you know. I'll be back.
Yo, he's gonna literally turn around and he's gonna go, you know who I am, but then don't know why I'm here.
And then do we have Sue take Franklin to Atlantis to be protected by Namor?
No. Think about it, Cabs. At the end of Thunderbolts, they came into this universe, this canon
Well,
universe. Who's
we
in this
don't.
canon universe?
We
Cabs.
don't. We
No,
don't know who
Look,
was
look.
in that plane.
Yeah, but guess who's in this canon universe? Agatha. Agatha was his babysitter. Agatha
Yeah.
in the comics was Franklin Richards' babysitter.
But Agatha's a ghost.
So
Yeah.
she
I
was-
mean, I've
so?
had a ghost babysitters make sense, but yeah,
but, like, no,
it makes sense. Yeah, in
but
this
think about
universe,
it. Think about it. You know
in
what I'm
this
saying?
universe,
Like, yo, that could be a reason why Agatha fucking exists. Like, he doesn't attach to nothing, but they can make it attached. That was the best part of phase 1, the ending. We just saw a bunch of origin stories, and then out of nowhere, this stone was the space stone. This one was
Yeah.
this, and they all attached this way. Now the fuck Agatha show can attach just by the fact that she's there, and she can babysit Franklin because they're trying to hide Franklin from Doom.
yeah, no, there's definitely gonna be some like there may be some like sigil and magic going on to like try to like hide Franklin for sure. That makes a lot of sense. Now, what I'm hoping, I'm well, not what I'm hoping. I'm still thinking that there's some kind of ruse going on here with the RDJ Doom. I think there's another another like variant. I think RDJ is just like a weird off variant. I think there's gonna be another Doom in Marvel Rivals, the competitive multiplayer online game, Marvel Rivals. The story is that there's two Dooms, and there's like an incursion, and they're fighting for the planet.
So
I don't
you
think that's
thinking
what this
Doom
one.
is taking over Kang's position?
I mean, apparently they wanted to bring Kang. They were talking about perhaps bringing him back, Kang. But I think there's another Doom out there. If not, I think we'll see multiple Dooms out there. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the RDJ shit. I still am not buying it. I could be deadly wrong here. In fact, it's a big chance that I am. But there's something that I'm not buying about
Cabs,
this.
What would you say? What would you say if we go the entirety of Doomsday, right? With Dr. Doom in a mask, never takes it off, voice a little modulated so you can't, like, it's not pure, right?
Give it to me.
And then we're like, yo, RDJ is putting in a performance of a lifetime. Cool. And then the end credit scene comes up, and we're going to the battle world, and RDJ is standing there in the Mark 42 armor. He was never Doom. He was just he was used as the bait to get us in, but they really brought him back to play a different variant of Tony for Secret War.
I mean, exactly. Something's fishy here with the whole RDJ stuff.
We just don't. In the state of Denmark?
Something's rotten. Something's rotten in the state of Denmark. Like, there's just no way that after everything we just bring him back as the villain, and maybe that's all it is. But I don't believe it yet. There's something going on. But overall, I'm by what you guys are saying, we liked Fantastic Four.
Dude,
I loved this movie, bro. Yes. I felt real. If this movie came out during like end of phase 2, beginning of phase 3, it makes $2 billion. Yeah. I don't give a damn what anybody tells me. Yeah. Like, this was perfect. And a lot of people saying that there wasn't as much action. Well, go watch Iron Man 1 and then tell me about not too much action. I don't care.
There wasn't enough action. That's not the Fantastic Force MO. They're not the fucking fighting force. That's not what FF stands for.
It gets me so mad. Like, I would have liked a little bit more action. Do you know who these people are? Like, and I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, this could have used another 15 minutes to explain everything. No, don't y'all hate origin stories? Me personally, I love an origin story. Batman Begins was incredible. I love an origin story. Maybe Origin's done a little too much Batman. Maybe we don't see it again. But like, I would have just like 15 minutes just because I wanted an extra 15 minutes. Yeah. So I'll tell you, every Marvel movie, you give me another 15 minutes, brother, I'm with it. I'm with it every
In my
time.
head, it's to explain what they explain everything.
It wasn't a montage though.
No, yeah.
People
But-
wanted to see how it happened. It's like, no, you don't. You're just nitpicking. You're nitpicking.
Yeah. I'll
I
tell you
mean,
right now.
to watch the thing punch something in the face would have been dope, but like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They went through 4 years of the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four fucking living. We went through 3 years of Superman in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
They explained the entire metaverse in Superman in the first 30 seconds of the movie using words.
Which
And
I
we had to read.
appreciated. I
Yeah.
appreciated that.
And I'm not sitting there going, I wish they would show what metahuman. Nah. That's like 4 years.
So-
All we know,
which-
they existed for 4 years. These people love them. Now we got the movie going. That's it.
I don't like to do, because a lot of people are pinning them against each other, Superman versus Fantastic Four. I think both movies were awesome. Both movies had very similar messages, but also different messaging, where you had Superman was kind of like hope, whereas Fantastic Four was like family, but Superman had family. And then Fantastic Four had hope. So like, I don't want to like do the battle, but which did you guys like more? Now, personally, I think Superman was the better film, but I just like what the Fantastic Four was selling a little better.
I personally like the Fantastic Four a little more because there's not as much stuff in the Fantastic Four that I can hang my hat on and go, that was dumb. I didn't like that.
I see you.
Even though it's not a lot in Superman, because I really like that film, there is more that I can be like, yo, Luthor was dumb. The dog fucking pissed me off. Like,
you didn't like Lex Luthor?
I thought he was a little too overboard.
You know what? That's a fresh take, because refreshing take. I mean, because a lot of people, we live in a hating ass society. So everyone loves the fact that he's just like a D1 hater, like for no reason. He's just like he just like hates everybody. I thought it was a little weird that you have this like criminal mastermind and he's letting his shorty take selfies everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that was a little weird. Like we are literally in the base of operation here. This is where you want her taking selfies? That's crazy. Oh, look who it is in the building. Oh, with the bucket.
Yo, my man
Hell
is
yeah.
frozen in time. I don't know what it is.
What you mean I'm frozen?
And now we're copyrighted.
Yeah, we're about to get
So-
copyrighted.
Yo,
Real quick, for me, it felt like Saturday morning cartoon. I watched Superman and then Fantastic Four came on, and I'm waiting for fucking.
What a
something
treat! What a treat!
Yeah.
What a treat July has been. And
Yeah.
then we had Ironheart in June, and then we had Thunderbolts in May.
And
Yo.
as a Wakanda's coming up pretty soon.
And
Yeah.
this Friday.
Did you guys see Iron Fist in that shit?
Yeah. I was just showing them.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh.
so Eyes of Wakanda is a prequel. This goes way back before the MCU.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm
anything
hyped.
that you see in here, this happened way before. So
I'm
she's
hyped.
just one of the champions of Kung Lao.
I'm so hyped. Well, damn, and I don't want to derail. Fantastic Four, Superman, like maybe this weekend, I'm gonna get on some website there, and I'm gonna try to watch both of them back to back again with the wife. Like, such fun movies, like such a good time. Like, yo, bro, the world that was built for Fantastic Four. Like, a lot of people are saying it's like the Jetsons vibe.
Yeah.
Where it's like, for me, like the Jetsons was an old style cartoon made to be drawn. It was an old style of drawing, but it was a futuristic cartoon. Whereas this was a futuristic like place in like in an old style, but like everything still felt pretty like old,
Yo,
just with tech.
It was kind of like Star Wars. It's like in a galaxy far away in a long ago.
But people got those Jetson vibes, man, and I get it. But like,
yo, Cabs,
fuck it, I loved it. I got out of that movie feeling happy. Like, damn, that was good, bro.
I just want to say, I got out of that movie. Right, I used to tell people, if you want to watch a good Fantastic Four movie, watch The Incredibles. I got out of that movie going, fuck the Incredibles. This is the definitive Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying. I mean, quite honestly, like The Incredibles is just, I mean, that's top tier movies right there, especially the first one. But dude, it's oh my god, it's just I was happy getting out of there. Like I didn't feel that happy leaving Captain America: Brave New World. I had a fun time with that movie. It was cool, but it was just whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying what the hell the baby had to do with destroying the Earth because the movie never explained it.
So
Great question.
The movie did
They didn't
explain
have
it.
to
It was
explain
just quick.
So what happened was Galactus sensed the power cosmic within Franklin Richards, because that's what he has. He can reshape reality. He can do a whole bunch of shit. And in versions of the comics, Franklin Richards grows up and then supplants Galactus and becomes the new Galactus. So Galactus wanted him to essentially absorb the hunger from him to free him, and then Franklin would then now be stuck with the hunger, and he would be the new Galactus.
Yeah, Galactus was just looking for a retirement plan. My
Man.
man's just like, I'm tired, bro.
And what the deal was, if they gave up Franklin, Galactus wouldn't touch Earth. But since they didn't give him up, Galactus has, of course, he's gonna come here and fuck everybody up.
crazy. My bad.
They
I'm a
did
little
explain
delayed.
that. Well,
No.
They-
It felt
they didn't explain
Go ahead.
the comic version part of it, but in the movie they explained it.
the movie.
When
it
they
felt
went
like,
to the spaceship to go fuck up Galactus, he said it himself. He's like, yo,
I love the whole space kind of thing too. The whole time at space was good. You know, pulling them to Galactus was cool. The spaceship was cool. The space Earth was cool. Like the visuals of this movie were insane.
I like the fact that they paid enough attention to detail that they never took off the masks.
Yeah.
They never were like, oh, we can breathe in here. Like, no, we don't know what the fuck's in here. We're keeping these masks on.
So okay. And speaking of that, so they pull up, and when they pull up to speak to, I love how, you know, they're trying to be all sneaky and going in there, and Shalaba's like, get it, come on, guys. Like, you think we were gonna notice that you motherfuckers just pulled up to a spaceship? He'll see you now, reluctantly, but he'll fucking see you now. Get over here. And then it's like, so they go in there, and Galactus sees that she's pregnant with Franklin in there. He induces her labor, right?
That's what they're saying.
Because it looked like it was him. It was like, it looked, because when she went up there, she looked ready to pop.
Yeah.
But after he did that little mind thing, she was just like, oh boy. Yeah, so my man's like, I need that baby right now. I need that baby now. And they get back to Earth a month later. Obviously, timing and wormholes and all of that. We essentially got, you know, comic book Interstellar, you know, in terms of that. But like, they come back, and then, I don't know, man. The movie is just a good vibe. And even the Mole Man and his whole little like arc with everybody kind of going underground to like, you know, Subterranea to like, you know, while Galactus is up there.
If I do have one gripe, I would say that I think they wasted that actor with Mole Man, because Mole Man played a pivotal role, but they didn't need to get him to do that. They could have got anybody.
You could have gave somebody a shot for sure. You could have gave somebody a shot. You could have gave some no name a shot.
But I do like how he was sitting there like, no, I want him to say it.
Yeah.
And he's like, Sue, come on,
Yeah.
I gotta fucking take the shot.
my man Stingray.
But that's the thing. That's why Namor fell in love with Sue Storm, because Reed is the one where everybody's like, I know Reed's correct, but I can't talk to the man.
Yeah.
And Sue's the one who's like, yo, talk to me. We'll figure it out. And everybody's like, yo, Sue, you're awesome.
Sue was a whole ass politician in this movie, though. That whole line, like, yo, I'm not gonna give up the world for my baby, but I ain't gonna give the baby for the world. That's some real political shit. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something to shut up. Like, she and you know, it was her leading all of the talks amongst all the countries and shit. Like, Sue is a whole ass politician in this movie. It was great, man. It was great. I really was like, I felt like this is how I felt after coming back home from like Guardians 1, or like coming back home from like Avengers 1. like it's funny. I didn't go to the theaters for Winter Soldier, which is my favorite MCU movie of all time. I did not go to the theaters for that. I had a lot going on those couple years, but like I felt like that. Like this just felt like so. Like it really felt like leaving the theaters and just watching like Iron Man 1. Just like, it felt super early MCU, and I mean, the reviews are through the roof. 88 critic, like 92
A
audience.
minus fucking cinema score, which
What?
is the first one since. Well, Thunderbolts also got it, but those are the first two for a long time.
For a long time, yeah. But like, nah, son, it felt right.
No.
And it's like this could have so easily been messed up too, considering that people have been wanting this for so long as well. And I think they nailed it.
You know what I think made it good is the fact that the director did an interview and they were like, "Oh, so why did you put it in the 60s and the retrofit?" And he said, "It's very simple. They wanted to accomplish two things. One, if you've never seen any of the MCU movies before, you can jump in with this because you don't need to watch any of the other ones to watch this film. But two, this was the easiest way to introduce the Fantastic Four without us going, but they've been around since the 60s.
Correct.
Where the fuck were they this whole time?"
This is exactly how you do it. So
but when you have somebody who puts that much thought and respect with them,
I have to write out soon. But Damien goes, the ending where Franklin had to revive his mom just by touching her felt weak, in my opinion. I feel like there should have been another way to revive her. Too bad we didn't have a Hulk. Hulk would have it's just walking her ass.
Here's the thing: Franklin Richard again has the power cosmic, has the power to rewrite fucking reality. And what is more touching?
Yeah.
What is more touching than the son, the child reaching out and unknowingly, subconsciously reaching out for his mom, and that's what brings her back.
They did a terrible job.
The galaxy looking at
this movie. No, I think this movie is so good, and people are just nitpicking. People are like, we're used to this like we're used to Marvel, where you could just judge a little bit more. But I don't think it was bad at all.
Let Show say something, then I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I was gonna say they did a terrible job for the people that didn't read the comic, because I had somebody that read the comic, and that's the only reason I knew this. But I'm like, what happened? He said, "Oh, the baby touched her. Baby's just laying on her fucking chest. He didn't even glow or nothing."
He glows. You can see. No. You can see a glow. You can see a glow.
My son was like, "Yo, in the movie theater, in the comic, he revives her." I'm like, "Thank you. I don't know what the fuck just happened."
Yeah, it's faint at first, but you see it like they zoom. I think they zoom to Johnny, and then they zoom back, and when they zoom back, it's the thing is that it kind of blends in with her outfit because it's like bluish. But yeah, like I mean, I think that, but that's also like early MCU though, right? Where it's like if you didn't know your comic shit, like you were gonna be stuck in a lot of parts, right? Like
Well, here's the thing though.
Seems very early.
Here's the thing though, Cabs. For people who've been watching superhero movies for the last 30 years, we still need the director to hold our hand in every aspect of the movie, because if someone's dead and a baby that's as powerful as someone who can absorb Galactus's powers lays on top of it and she comes back to life, it's confusing because how the fuck is the baby powerful enough to bring her back to life if he's only powerful enough to absorb Galactus's powers? It's confusing to me
at that point it makes sense
that the world's gonna end because Galactus needs to feed on it, because they didn't hold my hand and say, "Oh, this guy fucking he eats planets because that's how he survives." Because they didn't put a coloring book out there. It's confusing to me how they didn't hold my hand and tell me that hydrogen and two oxygens make water, but they had water in the movie. Like how am I supposed to know that that's water? That's really water that's in the movie that Galactus jumped into.
I see what you're doing here.
And not sand, because
you had me
unless I read the comics, I'm not gonna know that Galactus jumped into an ocean.
Yeah, I see what you're doing here. I love it. I love it. You had me at first. You had me at
He's
first.
doing the toe. He
But
have me.
I see what you. Well. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the movie did a good job at explaining that this kid was all powerful. Like, I think, yeah,
Every time Reed Richards looked at it, he goes, "There's something wrong. I
yeah,
know this kid
yeah,
has something with him."
yeah,
He was testing him for
yeah.
cosmic energy, for some abnormality. The whole fucking movie, he's testing the kid. He literally said, "I've done every test. I'm gonna let you tell me who you are." But they didn't hold my hand and tell me that the kid can fucking shit in a
No, she's
toilet
not.
bowl.
No, she's
Yeah.
not. Jessica Alba, just like, look, man. Look,
And that
people like
wasn't towards you,
Jessica.
show. My bad.
People like
Man, you
Jessica
good.
Alba because of the nostalgia thing. But let's keep it
And she's
real.
hot.
And she's hot. Yeah, but
Not hotter than Vanessa Kirby.
like Jessica Alba was never really Sue Storm like that, son.
Nah.
Like Vanessa Kirby. Not only is she better, she just made you forget about any other iteration, live action iteration of Sue Storm. Like this is like she is up there with like RDJ, Iron Man, Chris Evans, like Captain America. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. She's up there, easy. I'm talking Leon. I'm talking easy. She's up there.
And yes, you should go see it.
Yes, you should definitely go see it, but not after we've been spoiling the whole thing. Why are you here for this? I mean, we appreciate it, but we just
Don't
for you.
drive away viewers.
I know, man, but damn, we just spoiled the whole thing.
Leon, I'll disagree with these guys. You should go see it if you read the comics.
No.
If you didn't, don't go see that shit.
Whoa, I don't know.
Yo,
I don't
sure.
know. That's not no. You
Sure,
go see it. Go see
I
it.
know Toe just did his little rant, but I honestly don't know how you could be confused at anything. That every piece of knowledge you needed was in the film.
Like, yeah, man, it was there. You was focusing on your popcorn bucket because it's really pretty. That's what it was. You're like, man.
You know what's crazy? I felt the same way that they felt. Everything they mentioned, and I was confused about the baby. I was confused about how strong this baby was.
Y'all gotta stop checking your phones during freaking movies. Stop checking your phones.
Like I knew he was powerful. I thought he was the
people-
best. I thought he was the biggest, most powerful kid. Like, yo, I need to kill him. This
yo,
kid is
Here's my
outstanding.
question to you: You didn't, when the baby was laying on her, touching her chest, all that shit. You didn't see her eyes turn into like cosmic fucking stars.
I did.
And what do you think? That just happened randomly?
Nah. She like, yo, that and that's the thing. Like when they first kept like I said Franklin out like not super loud in the theater, but I kept saying Frankie, Franco. Like I was hyped. I knew because I know what Franklin is. And even my people's with me, they were like, yo, so but like it's just I'm like, this is big Frank right here, bro. You don't understand. Like, this is one of the most powerful beings in the entire universe. Like, this is it. This is the guy. This
That
is
I understood.
Omega. This is Omega level stuff here. So, like, I guess I knew, but I was excited about Frank the whole time, bro. The whole time.
What I don't understand is you don't need to know the comics.
I don't agree with that.
To understand this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
They literally.
They spelled it out.
They literally,
while respecting
said
the comic books, I think they spelled it out well.
Everything that was going on. They literally said it.
Y'all gotta stop watching. Y'all see, that's why people don't appreciate movies that much anymore. Cause y'all too busy on your phones while y'all watching. Y'all don't pick shit up. Stop. Get off your phones while y'all watching movies, bro.
Because the thing is, it's like you watch a movie like Rocky, where there's no book, there's no comic, and you get it. You watch a movie like The Departed, you get it. The fucking
That's a confusing movie.
What's the movie where Leonardo DiCaprio goes in Inception? You get it.
That's another confusing movie.
Yeah, but you get it because of what they say. But you're telling me that a comic book is so convoluted that I need to know 30 years of knowledge to find out that baby can replace Galactus because Galactus is tired of beating on planets because
My man
someone
was-
cursed him? When
my
these
man
are the
was-
words that came out of his mouth during the movie?
Yeah, he
Oh.
said it. Yeah.
Comics are so convoluted that you guys
The-
freak out when they change one little thing.
Well, no, okay.
No, when they-
No,
when they
no.
don't do it
You're
justice.
right. You're right. The thing is, when they change it, yes, you're 1,000,000% right, Show. But I think what Toe's trying to say is that yes, understanding comic books helps a lot with this, but we feel like this movie did a great job of explaining everything where you didn't need it.
Yo, all right, show.
Yeah.
If they made a movie about Derek Jeter, hold on, I'm gonna make this.
Yeah, make that big. That look like a important card. You gonna laminate that? What you
shit is
doing?
nice. That's
Put
nice.
that in the book.
Reflector. It is in the book. I just took it out. Reflector.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
RDJ.
Don't get me wrong. This is like $15. It's nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, it won't be in
It's
30
still a nice
years.
picture though.
We'll see. It's been 30 years already. We'll see.
Yo, so here's the thing: you watch a movie about a Derek Jeter or Hulk Hogan, and someone who never seen Hulk Hogan before gets to watch the movie and go,
That's
"Oh,
dumb.
this was the gist of Hulk Hogan in his life." Does people go, "I don't understand how Hulk Hogan beat the Iron Sheik because I didn't watch wrestling in the '80s." You know what I'm saying? Now, if they turned around and they had like like Young Rock, right? People are watching Young Rock thinking like, "Oh, this is what happened back in the day," and then you go, "Well, technically, he didn't have an interview with Triple H in the middle of the fucking ring at SummerSlam. He had it here, you know, because we lived it." But the people who watch it get the gist of it.
It always goes back to wrestling
don't-
with you folks, huh?
Well,
I
because that's the
understand
history.
both.
But
Yeah.
but you watch Derek Jeter and your son goes, "Well, I never grew up watching Derek Jeter, so I don't understand this movie." He's like, "Bro, it's."
I think, and to be fair, there's also this thing about comic book movies where it's like when you see it up on screen, you still kind of ask yourself, "Okay, did that happen in the comics, or is this new?" I think
No,
that's
but-
where a lot of the confusion
I-
lies as well.
I
I
think-
think specifically with this movie, though, I think they did a good job for the casuals and the comic book fans at the same time. I think that's what Toe's trying to say.
Yeah, what I think is happening is that y'all reading too much into the movie, trying to go, "I don't understand this because I didn't read the comics." No, what's happening in the movie is flat out straight in your face. What's happening in the
100
movie? What we're saying is this relates to the comics because of this.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
don't
point.
need to know that Franklin Richards took over Galactus' shit in the comics because they're saying they want him to do it in the movie.
Yeah,
So later on, when they
yeah.
do Fantastic Four 2 and 3 and he takes over Galactus, you're like, "Oh shit, he took over Galactus." Where we're saying going, they finally did something like he did that in the comics. This shit is dope. We get to see what they did in the comics in real life. We're watching the same movie. It's just we're watching it from different angles.
Yo, hold on. I'm sorry, but yo, you know what? I never noticed this, Cap. I have a Doom with the mask off. Oh shit, I don't know that.
Hi.
Huh. I didn't know I had this.
See?
Is it Tony Storm?
Hey,
I
is
call
it?
her Tony Storm?
It's
Is
No,
it?
it's Tony Stank.
And
Wow.
Tony
this, yo,
Stank.
this
Which
is
didn't happen in the comics.
1995, by the way. 30 years already. This just
Yeah.
mean nothing.
Wow.
Oh, it means,
1995 was
yeah,
30
you
years.
never know, bro.
I mean, the thing is that you need to have sets. That's what the money's like. Individual
Yeah,
cards.
but
is
you know how
nothing.
hard it is to have sex now with these women?
Sets.
They want oh,
Thanks. Oh, my bad.
SETS. Okay.
oh okay.
The
Bro.
most it's funny because the most the rarest card I have is actually this one. The last I saw this, it was selling for $350. This Bishop.
Bishop.
Yeah, but
Yo,
this was
who
like
the fuck drew that? That's a weird.
yeah, that is the zesty Bishop.
Yo.
Look at the booty on that Bishop, bro.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
that looked like Carl Winslow as Bishop.
funny enough. That's where my eyes went first.
I mean, it's hard not
What
to,
the
my man packing. But I checked this about 5 years ago.
Hey, I'm a
It
beauty.
was it was $350. That this is the most.
Yo, but you didn't
this was-
highlight the asset. That's what.
It's in horrible condition though because I was a stupid child. Yeah, this this is from like 5th grade. 6th grade. This is 6th grade. This is when I look, Heartbreak Kid, bro, all day.
Pass it down to little man.
I have my 6th grade schedule written here, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've had this since.
You remember when you had to write your schedule in your book?
I legit had to write my schedule in my book, sir.
Word.
Yeah,
That's how
man.
old we were.
Yo, Cabs, I have my card collection locked away in a box
Good.
that I
Good.
haven't seen
Good.
since I moved from Hunt Avenue, and I didn't even look at it then. I don't know how long it's been since I opened that fucking thing with my cards in it.
Damn, that would I would love to see what kind of cards you got in there, man. Maybe you got to do a re-unboxing type of video.
Oh man, might have a house in there.
You
don't
yeah,
even
you
know
might
it.
you might have some wild stuff in there, sir. You never know. But fellas, it is that time for me. I'm very sorry. It's been a pleasure, but I gotta go. I got a rough morning tomorrow.
Don't be,
It's
brother.
always
Love
good to
you
see
all.
you, man.
Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. I'll be back soon. Love
Word.
you guys.
Sorry to mess
All
up
right,
your
brother.
movie, man. Don't be
Always,
like that.
No, sure, no,
You
no,
gotta
no.
leave.
Never, never,
you've
never,
ruined
never.
the fucking movie.
No, no, no. I love you. I
Cabs,
love I love
Cabs
you,
can't
show.
watch this shit again.
I'm about to watch it this weekend again. Ah, yeah.
He's about
All
to
right, later.
smack a couple babies now because you fucked it up.
Yo, I was gonna say for the casual watcher, this movie, I know y'all love it. This movie had no fucking action, bro. This shit was boring as fuck. Where was the fucking blow ups? The only action was when she went to kick the little when they was trying to move the world. And she fucking knocked down the towers. Yay!
So, show. All right. So here's where a little bit of comic book knowledge comes into play, because I said this earlier. The Fantastic Four are not the fighting force.
Mm.
They don't go around like beating everybody up like the Avengers. They're more practical. How do we solve this shit? Because realistically, the only two that fight are Johnny and Ben. And this movie didn't actually require them to fight anybody. Because how the fuck do you fight Silver Surfer, who's got the power cosmic? How do you fight Galactus, who's got
But
the
it's
power
stronger than
cosmic?
you. Yeah.
These are entities you can't fist fight. You have to devise another way to beat them. And that's what the Fantastic Four do. That's what Reed Richards does. He devises other ways other than a physical confrontation to stop threats.
Got it. He's the brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can see, like, this is where it also in the theaters, like in the movie, if you're like really paying attention, you're trying to get now this is where you don't need comic book knowledge, right? This is where it being a comic book movie actually hinders it. But it's if you're paying attention, like Cap said, Reed Richards was full of regret the entire movie because he blamed himself for those people getting hit by cosmic rays and getting these powers. And he's always somebody that's trying to solve a problem. And the other three are also geniuses, but he's just the smartest one out of them. Where the Thing, he fights. Johnny Storm fights. Sue Storm is intelligent, but she's invisible. But you know, like she's tactical and all that other shit, but
She's
Reed Richards is the genius. And they always fight someone where they need that intellect to stop it. Where Galactus was someone who came to destroy the planet, but also wanted their kid. How do we stop this person from destroying the planet? Where Thanos was, I'm going to wipe out the universe, and the only way to stop him is to get the rings. Reed would have been on some, all right, y'all try that plan that's not going to work, and I'm going to come up with some shit that can fucking duplicate the ring and nullify his power. Like Reed's whole thing is, what's the problem? He wants to destroy half the universe with these stones. How do we stop the stones from destroying the universe? Instead of let's get the stone. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, I do understand where you're coming from. Like, there are times where it's slow and it's like, okay, you know, we could have used a little thing here and there, but it's also, you're getting the dynamic of these people. It's more of a, because, all right, I'll explain like this. The beauty of comic books is not all of it is action, right? So the Fantastic Four is the first family of Marvel. It's the Fantastic Four is pretty much a family book. It's like the Ninja Turtles, but without the Foot Clan and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where most of the time, if there's anyone fighting, it's the Thing.
Yeah, see, the thing is, this movie was a character study movie where we spend more time learning about characters, their motivations, how they operate, what they're thinking, and the action is irrelevant because we're supposed to be focusing on the characters.
So it's like you just fucked up anything that I ever liked about the.
No, I was making sure you. I gotta apologize ahead of time. My computer's laggy because I try to use my phone as a camera. So every time it sounded like I was stopping talking and I would talk and then y'all were in the middle of conversation. Oh, my bad.
What happened to your camera? Why don't you use your camera as your camera?
I took it apart to take it to the park.
Oh,
And I can't find my fucking lens.
Wait, why did you take it apart?
Shit. I took it with me. I was gonna take pictures. I don't remember where. I think it was to Ray's event. I took it with me somewhere.
But you didn't have anything with you at Ray's event.
I'm trying to think. Where was it that I took it? It was recently. It might have been my daughter's graduation. My bad. It wasn't Ray's event. I didn't have it by Ray's event. My daughter's graduation was last month. I took it apart to take it with me. I wanted to try it out. Can't find my lens. I put it away too well. Haven't had a chance to really look. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't gonna look now when I got home. I wasn't gonna get the opportunity to talk to you guys. Does that make sense? Unlike Fantastic Four. No, I'm fucking with you.
no, but yeah, I don't know why you had to take. Like, I just picture you going, "Fuck, we don't have any balls at this park," and you take the lens off and you're playing catch with your son with the lens, and then you're like, "Fuck, I don't know where I put the ball," and now you're like, well, I got a camera with no lens.
I don't have a case like you, so I took it apart to put it in a nice little. It's inside of something, so I can carry it. I didn't want to just carry it in my pocket.
Sure, hold on. We're gonna derail this a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
How were you taking pictures at your daughter's graduation?
I was gonna do it with the camera.
So you wound up not taking pictures.
I did. I took it to the graduation. Then I put the lens away again. When I got home, I misplaced whatever the lens was in.
But here's my question: there can only be 1 to 2 things you would have took with you to the graduation. So
Correct.
there should only be 1 or 2 things that you're looking for now.
Correct. I don't see that 1 or 2 things. Bro, I just lost my phone.
He put it, and he doesn't know where he put it because he put it somewhere.
It's a bad month. I just lost my $500 glasses, so trust me.
Yo, what are you, Johnny Cage?
I feel like it, right?
How the fuck did you lose your glasses?
Because they were the lens.
At the park. Same fucking park. I went to the park with my wife. I came back. I'm like, where's my glasses?
Stop going to fucking.
Or fuck the parks.
All I'm hearing is that your wife owes you $500 for sunglasses. However much that lens costs.
She would greatly disagree and not give me a dime. I bet she will blame it on me. Wait till you get married. You will never win.
Nah, first off, they ain't know me losing shit.
You ain't getting married.
I'm not talking about losing physical objects. I'm talking about arguments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna win that.
What are they gonna wait? What's she gonna do? Make me sleep on the couch in my own fucking room? Nah. You wanna be in a different room? You go to a fucking different room.
They don't make you sleep on the couch. They annoy you enough to get the fuck up. I'm out of here.
Yo, I learned how to tune all that shit up from my dad. I watched that man for what 25 years of my life sit there as my mom was yelling at him, and he's just doing his lottery, doing his shit unfucking disturbed.
I don't hear nothing. I wish I had that. I really don't. I can't. Like, it gets on my nerves. I have to address it. Stop talking. I wish I had that. I've heard of a couple of people like that. You can say whatever you want. I'm just gonna sit here, play my lottery. She's blowing a fuse. I'm chilling.
Yo, that's what I've learned. You really want to make a woman mad? Just start laughing as she's in the middle of her fucking blow up.
Oh
And
shit.
don't even laugh at her. Just start laughing because you're paying attention to something else.
Oh man, I've done that before. You're so disrespectful. You watching your phone?
So you gotta look at her and be like, "Yo, I'm letting you blow off steam. Finish your shit, and then we'll have a normal conversation."
Word. Let it out. Oh man.
It's
Only
better
life
you
without
yell
you.
into the ether than yell at me for no fucking reason.
Headphones work pretty well too.
What'd you say?
The headphones
Head-
work pretty good too.
Oh, I thought he
I
said
think you said
heifers.
iPhones.
No, not headphones.
Heifers work pretty well too.
Real small headphones they can't see in your ear.
You mean earbuds?
Yep, alone. Wave your head up and down. Mm-hmm. Did you hear me? Yep.
Joe, when's my package being delivered?
Let me track it. It's already on its way. It should be there in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I'm surprised. They sent me an email saying that my replacement's coming by the end of the week.
See?
Hopefully.
That's because Toe loves you, bro. He texts me at 5 a.m. Listen, bro, I need this back in California tonight. I'm like, all right.
See, Leon, though, what you didn't hear and what I said was calling any names. You don't you don't call them anything. You just ignore them.
Word. That's gasoline on the fire.
That's the difference. When you ignore them, they just get mad and then they blow off steam or whatever. But if you say any names, then you get smacked. Then you get a pan to the head. Then you got to run out the house. Like,
You gave him ammunition. Thank you. I was looking for that. That is the number one rule. If you don't give them something to blow up at, they gonna get mad. You're not giving me the reaction I wanted.
I'm mad because you're not mad at me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not working.
So, Leon, me personally, the only game I got this year was the Elden Ring Night Reign, which is a pain in the fucking ass to play. But if you're looking for a game, I don't know if you've already played. What was it? Expedition 33, Candela Expedition 33. I heard that game was awesome. Split Fiction, I think there's the other one that I heard was awesome.
Oh,
But I don't have any game. Unfortunately, this year for me is light on video games. I don't have anything coming up. Well, it depends on what kind of you like. Diablo 4 was all right. Pathfinder 2, not Pathfinder. Path of Exile 2 is pretty good. You can try those games.
bro.
What about the Black Panther video game?
I don't know if that's coming out this year. That might be a next year thing.
If you was a streamer, bro, you would have so many followers because you named 3 fucking games I never heard of. Those are people who be viewing you.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, Split Fiction is kind of, it's a little bit like the setup is a little bit like Assassin's Creed, where they bring in these people who are writers and they put them in this machine to in order for them to visualize what their stories are. But the whole time they're taking these images and these thoughts and turning them into video games. And the two main characters, something happens and they wind up in the same pod and it bugs out the machine, and now they're jumping back and forth between one of them who's a fantasy writer who does more like RPG type shit, and another one who's a science fiction writer. And every once in a while they jump in and out of their respective stories, and they gotta team up to find their way out of this, to get their subconscious out of this fucking machine, which is pretty dope. But yeah, dude, sure, I don't think I'd be a good video game streamer.
Why not? You just were so eloquent explaining it. You could have did that as you was playing.
So here's the thing, like Elden Ring, right? The way I play is counter to how all the streamers play. Every single streamer you watch, or let's say 90% of the streamers you watch, they all play the quote unquote correct way. So I know you don't know what Elden Ring is, but Elden Ring is a dark fantasy RPG where you make a character and you literally are set in a world where every fucking thing can kill you in one hit. And the only way to truly win is to just get good at playing the game. Or you can do what is supposed to be done, where you take advantage of what the game gives you. Like, I get to go level up somewhere else and then come back and fight the boss when I'm at a higher level. Or they give you spirits that you can call into the fight to help you fight the boss. Now, a lot of video game streamers think that it's cheating or that you're soft or that you're whack at the game if you use what the fuck is available for you to use in the game. These certain games they call Soulborn games. Most streamers are like, yo, I'm gonna be level 1, I'm gonna get a big stick, and I'm just gonna fight this. I'm gonna learn this boss and fight this boss for 4 fucking hours until I beat him. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I literally spent 2 weeks getting enough fucking points to level my character up so that I can go back and fight this boss and beat the fuck out of him.
You know what's crazy? You proving my point. You doing everything opposite of everybody else, so you're gonna be different.
Yeah, but again, I lack the one thing that they all have, and that is charisma.
That's crazy because you have a type of charisma that belongs to you. I don't know if that makes sense. You don't have a show or a toe. You have charisma. It's your charisma. That's how you are. You're educated. The way you talk and present yourself, it's a specific way. You have your own way.
But you watch Fantastic Four. You saw how bored everybody got at Reed Richards explaining shit.
Mm-hmm.
And probably how everybody fell in love with Johnny because Johnny was cooler. See, I got that Reed Richards charisma where it's like, all right, you can watch, but it's not gonna you're not gonna be entertained for the entire fucking time.
He knows what he's doing. You know what's crazy? For the people that you're streaming to, you might not even need to be entertained because that Elden Ring game does not sound entertaining. Whatever that niche is, they're gonna be just like you. They're gonna go back and play 3,000 things to go fight one boss. They're gonna do all the same thing. It's the type of game.
No, dude, I got yelled at by my boys. Well, you know Bleak.
Yeah,
he's been on. I got yelled at by Bleak because he fucked up and wound up in a different part of the map where he was underleveled and he was getting killed and he couldn't get out of it. And he's like, yo, Vic, I need you to jump in with me. And I was like, I can't, man. I'm in the middle of grinding to get these points, and if I lose these points, I wasted a week and a half of shit, man.
Yeah.
And he fucking yelled at me because I let him. I
You gonna leave me here?
Yeah, I just left him there to just continually die because I couldn't stop what I was doing.
Character was too low for the area. That reminds me of what was that game? Fuck, it was a shooting game.
Yo, the hype with the popcorn buckets is that people will buy anything if you tell them it's shiny enough. That's the hype with the popcorn buckets. It's just a bunch of. It's just. It's just a bunch of people getting taken advantage of.
Hey man, the bucket cost as much as the popcorn and a soda. So I was like, fuck it.
No, but he's talking about the Galactus popcorn bucket that was $80.
Oh nah, this shit was only 20 cents. And I needed it for my theater. That's about it.
Yeah, they didn't even offer buckets where we went.
I kind of
didn't even
figured.
ask.
Kind of figured. You guys go to New York.
After a while, I stopped asking. I was like,
New York. We're in New York.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
stopped
saying.
asking. I had all these buckets, and I was like, I don't even use them. Like, I'm good. I don't need the bucket.
Yo, our Thor Ragnarok one is just literally sitting in the bathroom doing nothing.
Because I use that to fucking filter out the sand that we put in the tank.
I don't use it as decoration.
Nah,
For what?
nobody.
I gotta-
Do
come to
you
our house.
see what's behind me?
See, that's what I'm saying. I got a
When I sit
theater.
in my room, do you see what's behind me in my room? Like, I don't decorate shit.
I don't know. Well, this is my first bucket. No, I'm lying. I got a Yankee bucket, and I never used that. But I don't know. If y'all the day y'all come over and we watching Raw, y'all want popcorn or something? Everybody gets a bucket. Fuck it.
I hear you. But sometimes bees what it be.
And on that note,
Yeah, pretty much. We usually end at 11 anyway. Tune in tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about sports. Thursday, we're gonna give our predictions for the 2 nights of SummerSlam. Friday, the Toe and the show, and Saturday we might or might not have a SummerSlam watch along. So figure it out. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
That might be a live watch along, by the way, guys. We might be in the same place. Y'all better fucking tune in.
yo, when the fuck have you ever had a recorded watch along?
I got a computer. I'm not trying to record it.
But a watch along is you watch it live with us. What?
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna watch it on. I don't want to record it. I want to watch along.
All right, people.